we have solved few questions on kinematics, so you missed the class.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday we started with the kinematics. Kinematics is what? Any idea here, Amit? No idea. Yes, Gauranshi, please explain what is kinematics.
Sir, kinematics means we study the motion with the help of maths, mathematical equations. Like,
It's the study of motion with the help of maths. Okay. Distance, displacement, velocity, acceleration, all these things. How many type of motions can be there? Motion in not in two things, motion in two dimensions. Two planes, plane is one. Plane is formed between two axes. What is a plane? This board is a plane. It is formed between vertical and horizontal axis. Guys, pay attention. Suppose these are my two axes. Let me call this x and this as y. So this portion between x and y axis, it is a plane. Okay, it is referred to as a plane. I am calling it xy plane. Yeah, right. Here, if I extend this x axis, it will be minus x. This is minus xy plane. Similarly, this will be minus x minus y plane, and this will be x minus y plane. So 4 planes between two axes. Okay. Similarly, between x and z axis and between y and z axis. So the space available between two axes, that's what plane is. Okay. So we have done motion in one dimension. We have not done, I have just introduced that we have to study motion in one dimension. Motion in two dimension, that is motion in a plane. Motion in one dimension is also known as linear motion. Motion along a line. Linear means along a line. So, motion in one dimension is actually motion along a axis. If anything is moving like this, what is this? This is motion along a line. So, this is linear motion or motion in one dimension. If something is moving like this, again, it is motion along a line. So, what is this? This is linear motion or motion in one dimension. Okay, motion in two dimension means when motion is in a plane, okay, between two axes. When by the motion of a body, both the axes are getting affected. Suppose this is the body and it is moving. So please see, coordinates of body are changing along both the axes. Yes or no? All this we have done yesterday. I am just giving you all a brief review. Okay. And motion in 3 dimension is not in our syllabus. It's beyond the constraint of physics that you will study in chemistry. Gaseous molecules, their movement in a space, all those things. Then I introduced several physical quantities. No, you had not taken them. Yeah, you all were there when I talked about physical quantities, dimensions, physical quantities. Anyway, so distance, displacement, velocity, speed, all these are physical quantities. Then I introduced what distance and displacement is. Distance is the length of the path covered by the body or traversed by a body. Okay, so if I am going to Amir, so the length that I am covering, this is the distance covered by me. Yes or no? Okay, and what is the displacement? Yes, Amir, what will be the displacement? Yes, Nikita.
It is the distance between the starting and the final point independent of the path taken.
It is the shortest distance between 2 points. Okay, shortest distance between 2 points. Then we did a very basic level MCQ. I asked that what will be the relation between distance and displacement. So distance is always greater than or equal to displacement. Yes? distance will be always greater than or equal to displacement. Okay. Shireen, I hope there is no problem now. Rajan has muted his mic, don't worry. Okay, so that's what displacement is. Then we did 2 or 3 questions. So till now, that's all we have done. Now let's solve one more question and then we will proceed.
Sir, I have a doubt in some question.
Yes, please ask.
Sir, ये वाला क्वेश्चन तो हमने कल करना था.
हाँ, बताओ प्रॉब्लम समझ नहीं आया, फिर से बताएं.
Yes sir, सर इसमें आपने पोजीशन वेक्टर्स के बारे में बताया था.
Okay.
तो वो चीज़ समझ नहीं आई.
What was the question? Okay, so there is a doubt. Let's resolve that doubt and then we will proceed. So I think there was a cube.
Yes sir.
Rajan, kindly mute your mic. You don't know how to mute your mic. There is a button. It looks like mic. Please click on it. So there is a point. What was its name? A. And it was given that A is origin, right?
Yes.
And here B was there. And we need to find distance and displacement. This is a cube, its side is A. So what will be, let me give name F, G. What will be this length, Amir? AF. What will be this length, AF? I don't know, you tell me. ये होगा क्यों? बिल्कुल. Speak confidently, my dear. Why are you shy? So it is a cube. So length of each and every side will be equal. So this will also be A. Okay. Cube में सारी sides की length equal होती है. Length of all the sides in a cube are equal. Now A to B, I need to find distance and displacement. So what I said was that, see, I am going from A to F. That means I am moving along positive x-axis. I can call it I cap. I cap is the orthogonal unit vector which represents direction along the x-axis. Then from F to G, positive j cap, orthogonal unit vector representing direction along y-axis. Then I am going back. Coming out is positive, going back is negative. Coming out is positive z-axis, going back is negative z-axis. So what will be the coordinates of B? Or can I write B in the vector form? Obviously I can. It will be a I cap plus a j cap minus a k cap. Actually what is a vector? Vector is nothing, it is representing the coordinates along the coordinate axis. If you have got a vector whose value is 2i plus 3j, it means that coordinate of that point is 2, 3 along x and y axis. Okay, we will do vectors in detail, don't worry. लेकिन इतना तो शायद मालूम होगा. Now, Gauranshi is having problem regarding position vectors. So please see everyone. Suppose I have a point A. Let's not call it A. Let's call it alpha. Value of alpha is 3, 4. This is origin, intersection of two axes. I have another point. It is gamma. Value of gamma is 5, 2. Okay, there are 2 points between x and y axis, and suppose you move from alpha to gamma. So what is your displacement? So see, you can find the displacement in terms of coordinates also, in terms of vectors also. How to find in terms of coordinates? Always remember this formula for displacement. It comes from the displacement vector. Displacement is equal to final position minus initial position. This is your final position, this is your initial position. So 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3, minus 3, and this will be, oh, I have to take some other value. Let me take it 6. It can't be negative because I am making it in positive. So 6 minus 4. So now your coordinates will be 2, 2. Distance and section formula class 9th and 10th mathematics. ऐसे निकालते थे ना वहाँ पे. Now the same thing is applied in the form of vectors. If I apply the same concept in the form of vectors, how can I apply? Please see. This is what? This is the coordinate of alpha. So can I say that actually this is O alpha vector and whose value is 3i plus 4j? Can I say this or not? Similarly, I can say that this is O gamma vector whose value is 5i cap
6j
plus 6j cap. Right? So 2 vectors. Now you are going from here to here. Okay. First of all, what will we call O alpha? O alpha and O gamma will be known as position vectors. Why? Because they are giving the position of alpha and gamma with respect to origin. These are position vectors because they are giving the position of alpha and gamma with respect to origin. That is why they are position vectors. Okay. Now I want to find the displacement from alpha to gamma. So we call it displacement vector. It is displacement vector, and displacement vector is equal to final position vector minus initial position vector. What is final position vector? O gamma. So 5i plus 6j cap minus initial position vector is 3i plus 4j. Yes or no? Subtract it. You will get what? You will get the displacement vector. Okay. So now you are moving from A to B. Come to this question. You are moving from A to B. You have written B in the form of vector. Okay. You have written B in the form of vector. Can you write A in the form of vector, Amir? Can you or can't you? Nikita, can you? What will be the value of A vector then? So what will be the displacement vector AB? Displacement vector AB. Can't hear, yeah? Here, origin is the point, origin is the mean. What is the meaning of origin? Origin means origination point. Origination means when the things get started. When you were born, when I was born, when everyone was born. So what was your age when you were born? 20? Yeah. When you were born, what was your age? Zero. 0 years. Maybe 10 seconds, 1 hour as the time passed by. But once you were born, at that moment, your age was 0. That time just started tickling. Right? Originate हुए हैं आप उस टाइम. तो आप 0 से ही originate हुए हैं ना हम सब. So anything originates from 0. That's why the name is origin. All the axes originate from origin. So it is the starting point, originating point. So it will be 0, 0, 0. How can it be negative? Right? At origin it cannot be negative. It is the origination point. Fine. So now please see. Even the logic says that the displacement will be the diagonal. See? Right? AB vector will be the displacement. So can I say AB vector is what? It is a displacement vector. Displacement vector is equal to final position vector minus initial position vector. So minus करके आप वैल्यू निकाल लेंगे कि नहीं? Can you or can't you? So it will come out to be a I cap plus a j cap minus a k cap, and you can subtract 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 0 k cap. You will get the same value. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone, are you getting it? Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Manal, Rajan,
Yes, sir.
Shanuka, Shreen, everyone.
Yes, sir.
So you get it. Fine. Now, what is displacement? Displacement is actually distance plus direction. Okay? Distance plus direction. I don't look that bad that you are not even looking at me. At least for 1.5 hours. So, it is distance plus direction. So, if I remove direction from displacement, displacement will be equivalent to distance. Yes or no? Okay. So, how can we remove direction from the displacement? Take the magnitude of displacement. This is your displacement vector. Take its magnitude. Magnitude gives numerical value. So, if I will find the magnitude of this vector, what will I get? I will get the distance.
Yes.
Clear? So find the magnitude. How to find the magnitude of a vector? If you don't remember, let me give the mantra. Take the coefficients of I, J and K. Okay? Square the coefficients of I, J and K. What is the coefficient of I cap? A. So you have to square A. What is the coefficient of J cap? Again A. Square it. What is the coefficient of K cap? Again A. Oh no, sorry, minus A. Square minus A, you will get A square. Minus into minus is plus. And then add these coefficients. And then take under root of it. So 3A square, A root 3. That's your distance. This is displacement. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, you can note it down, you also. Dear, you have to make a new exercise book.
I will.
Yeah, from the next term. Separate notebook for physics and white color paper and make it thick. Look there, that thick at least. बहुत पतली है, ये एक चैप्टर में कंप्लीट हो जाएगी. You don't know me. Done? Okay. Can I move? Are you noting it down? Okay, jot it down. Done. Moving on to speed and velocity. speed and velocity. Yeah. What is speed?
Rate of change of distance.
Hmm?
Rate of change of distance.
Rate of change of distance.
Rate at which distance is covered. Distance upon. Rate at which distance is covered.
Distance is covered with displacement time.
The speed is distance upon time and velocity is displacement upon time.
Formula, yeah.
Okay, Manal. Yeah, everyone is right. And Shivam gave very good definition. The same definition that I give. It is rate of change of distance. Very basic thing, you all know it. But the thing why I chose this definition is, I think I have told you meaning of these two words, rate and change. Yeah? I told you that these words will be used throughout the physics. What is rate?
Something with respect to time.
Very good. Anything that is changing with respect to time, or don't use the word change, anything with respect to time, that's what rate is. Always in physics, whenever rate comes, it means something with respect to time. Rate of your improvement. So your improvement with time. Okay? Rate of growth. So your growth with time. Okay? So rate means
In respect.
what is change? Yeah, again in physics it is there.
Change मतलब one plus time plus movement.
Detail.
Movement. मतलब one position to another position change.
In physics, what is the meaning of change in physics? I have told this in class. What is the meaning of change? Change means final minus initial. Final minus.
Distance between time and initial.
Change is final minus initial. Okay. Change in temperature means final temperature minus initial temperature. Change in position means final position minus initial position. Change in velocity means final velocity minus initial velocity. So now whenever you will find here
फिर displacement क्या होगा?
displacement हो गया?
मतलब
In velocity, rate of change of in speed, how displacement will come?
ये
Distance.
मतलब final to initial जो minus
Final
है.
position minus initial.
Change in
नहीं,
displacement.
okay, understand.
And how is it represented? The symbol is delta. Okay. So what is speed? It is rate of change of distance. So please see, change of distance. That means final distance traveled or final position minus initial divided by time. Why? Because it is saying rate. So I am writing distance with d and time with t. That's what speed is. Second point, speed is a scalar quantity. What do you mean by scalar? That it has got no sense of direction. Right? No sense of direction is here. Okay? If you are driving or if you are riding at the speed of 60 kilometers per hour, okay, so you'll say I was traveling with the speed of 60 kilometers per hour. You won't tell that you were traveling in north direction or in south direction where you were going. So no sense of direction is involved with speed. Clear? The important thing that we have to consider here is average speed and instantaneous speed. We will do it. We will do it separately. Coming to velocity, this is rate of change of displacement. Okay. So displacement is represented by S. So delta S upon delta T. Okay. This is a vector quantity. That means in velocity, sense of direction is there. Here also two things that we have to consider. All this is kiddish. That is why I don't want to waste time on it. So average velocity and instantaneous velocity. Understood? Please note it down so that we can move ahead. Dear, why are you making so many shapes in my notebook?
Sir, that can't be.
Leave alone physics. Leave physics for physics only.
क्वेश्चन है क्वेश्चन
No.
हाँ ये
And this
ये भी
and
क्वेश्चन है
I think I prepared these notes 6-7 years back. And these are my worst handwriting, just writing it like this.
मेरा भी आपसे ही खराब है
Notes should be like notes, you know, when you see so that you want to study.
ये
These are spider notes. No, technical name for them is spider notes. You don't know? Okay, yeah, you are not in the college. In the college we used to prepare spider notes, entire book in one sheet. Okay, we did engineering, so in engineering and IIT, we were all into these things, making typical things easy. So entire book, before semester, tomorrow's exam, book length, thickness, this is the length, this is the thickness, and 2 sheets of paper, entire book is there. Spider notes. Anyway, coming back to the topic, done? Done, Zoya? Oh, note it. Even I will provide you, always provide students with the spider notes. Once the syllabus is completed, I will give you the spider notes for the whole of the physics. Everyone done? Moving on. Average speed. And average velocity. So what is average speed? Average speed is total distance upon total time. What is average velocity? It is total displacement upon total time. Please see, total time is, where are you? Time is one and the same thing, okay? Then which is the distinguishing factor? Distance and displacement, and distance was always greater than or equal to displacement. So I can say that average speed will always be greater than or equal to average velocity. Note it. These are past year questions. That distance, displacement, average speed, average velocity. Done? Done? Done, everyone? Anjana?
Yes, sir.
Bhavya, Gayatri, Manal, Shreen, Shanmukha,
Sir.
Rajan. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, solve this question then. A very easy type question to begin with. A boy walks 3 meter east, then 2 meter west. Find his number 1 average speed, number 2 average velocity. Wait a minute, question is still incomplete.
Sir, time is.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm saying wait a minute. This is in 2 seconds and this is in 3 seconds. Now do it. Nikita, right? Answer.
1 and 0.
1 and 0.2, good. Disha. Varanshi.
1 and 0.
The average speed is 1 and velocity is 0.2.
Yes, good. Shireen. Amir. Answer. Ram.
Same answers. Same answers.
क्या से? किसके साथ से?
Speed is 1. Or velocity 0.5.
0.2 dear.
Yes, 0. It's 0.5.
चलिए, okay. Let me solve it.
Average speed is 1, sir.
Okay. So there is a boy and he goes, let's say from this point A, he is moving to some point called B and the distance covered is 3 meters, okay? And then from B, he again moves west. See, this is east. East means towards right. West means towards left. So now, okay? Okay, so I need to find average speed. So average speed is what? It is total distance upon total time. So what is the total distance? 3 from A to B, and let me call this point as C, and 2 from B to C. So total distance is 5. What is total time? 2 seconds to move from A to B and 3 seconds to move from B to C. So 5. So 1 meter per second. I hope you know the unit of speed. We have done dimensions. What is average velocity? It is total displacement upon total time. So what will be the total displacement?
1 meter.
Displacement is final position minus initial position. Yes or no? Final position is C. Initial position is A. Yes or no? So 1 meter. And total time is 5. So 1 upon 5 is 0.2 meters per second. Please note it down. Yeah, Gayatri. Gayatri. Gayatri, your name is Gayatri or Shambhavi? Sorry, but want to know because.
Sir, my name is Gayatri Sri Shambhavi, so you can call me that.
So I can call you Gayatri, Shambhavi, both are fine, okay? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Let's proceed. Next question. A man goes from A to B at V1 speed and returns from B to A at V2 speed. So find number 1 average speed, number 2 average velocity. Or make average velocity number 1 and average speed number 2. Yeah. First calculate average velocity, then calculate average speed.
Sir, average speed is VA plus V1 plus V2 by T, and average velocity is V2 minus V1 by T.
My dear, both the answers are wrong. Manal, don't go by learning, don't go by cramming, use your brains. Average velocity. Yes, Goranchi, what is average velocity? Right? Disha? Nikita? Zoya? Guys, what are you all doing? What is average velocity? Come on. You don't even have to touch pen
So
for it.
T1
Average,
plus V2
listen to me.
T2 upon T1
Man
plus
is,
T2.
man is going from A to B, then he is coming from back, then he is coming back from B to A. So what will be the displacement? Displacement will be 0. If displacement is 0, average velocity is total displacement upon total time. Displacement is 0, so this is also 0. Yeah, that's where you have to use your head.
Average speed is V1 plus V2 upon 2.
No. My dear, formula of class 9 is not going to work.
So is it V2 T2 minus V1 T1 by T1 plus T2?
No. Okay, let me solve it. Please understand this concept. Can't say every year, but yeah, 80 to 90% time every year you get such type of question in your NEET examination. So please see. And this is the easiest of them all. This is a set pattern. This is a set pattern. So you get question on this pattern. So please understand the pattern. He's saying that man is going from A to B. Okay. So this is A and this is B. Can you all see it? A to B. Right? Fine. So let us say that distance from A to B is D. Let us assume it. and speed is given to me v1. Okay, so let me say that time taken by the man to go from A to B is t1. T1, I have just assumed it. Distance is equal to speed into time. So time will equal to distance upon speed. So time taken by man to go from A to B is d upon v1. Yes or no? Now man is returning back from B to A. My drawing is pathetic, line is straight. So he is going from B to A. Same length, distance will be same. Distance won't change, yes or no? Or will his house get displaced? House will stay at the same place, right? So same distance. Speed is what? V2. This is comma, not V1. Okay. So now let us say that time taken by him to return from B to A is T2. So T2 will equal to D upon V2. What is average speed? Average speed is total distance upon total time. So total distance will be D plus D, that is 2D, divided by total time, that is D upon V1 plus D upon V2. Now you can solve, you can do the calculations. Understood? Yes or no? Everyone, is it clear?
हम लोग टाइम को
Yes, sir.
कर रहे हैं मतलब अगर ऐसे करें अगर ऐसे करें
कैसे? T1,
Sir, 2v1,
No,
v2 upon v1
see,
plus
see,
v2 आ रहा है.
टाइम
listen, my dear. This you have assumed, na? And it was not given in the question. So how can you give your answer in something that you have assumed? मतलब अगर आप कोई भी चीज assume, आपने T1 और T2 assume किया, ये variables कहाँ दिए क्वेश्चन में?
Yes sir, time.
तो जो हमें क्वेश्चन में नहीं दिया होता है, हम आंसर उसमें नहीं दे सकते हैं. हम जब डेरिवेशन भी करते हैं, तो जो चीजें हम अपने आप से assume करते हैं, अपने आप से डालते हैं, उन्हें हम निकाल लेते हैं बाद में. Right? The options that you will get, you won't get in that form. अब आप कहोगे मैंने D भी तो assume किया था, D कट जाएगा.
Two v1 v2 upon v1 plus v2.
Very good. Whatever it is, just note down the concept. Understood the concept? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Are you feeling cold?
So, what's your name?
Prateek Tripathi. Okay, done? Presently it is ER Prateek Tripathi, next year it will be DR Prateek Tripathi. My PhD is on from IIT Delhi. Can I move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Next question, now solve this. A man covers half distance pay attention, or it is half distance at v1 speed. And remaining half at V2 speed. So find average speed. Do it.
So will time be same for both the cases in both?
My dear, only this much information is given in the question. I don't know anything.
So I got it.
Yeah, what's the answer?
V1, T1. Actually, we'll take distance by the formula that V1, T1, and first we'll assume T1 for V1 distance. And the distance which we are covering from other half will be covered by speed V2 in time T2. So distance 1 will be V1 T1 and distance 2 will be V2 T2. So
Here
by
T1 and T2
then
is-
we'll add these two distance which will be V1 T1 plus V2 T2 upon T1 plus T2.
Very good. Now where is T1 and T2 given in the question?
First one you told me that there is no such case, so I thought it will take.
Yeah, there is no
time.
such case.
Okay,
There is no such case, my dear. Then you have to take T1 and T2. I agree with you. But when you are giving the
Yeah.
answer, you have to remove T1 and T2. Any variable that you have inserted from your side, you have to eradicate it from your answer. And in NEET, you won't get any such option.
Sir,
Okay.
actually it's half distance. But
Okay, multiplied by 2, you will get the full distance. But again, it is containing the same variables. The answer is same as that was of initial question. It is in our hand. Question is saying half distance. Why should I bother? I will take half distance as D. This is D. This is also D. Yes or no? Why to make it complicated for me? Why to take D upon 2, D upon 2? I will take D. Okay. So time taken for it is T1. Velocity is V1. So again T1 will come out to be V1 upon D. Here T2 will come out to be V2 upon, what am I doing? I am writing it in the reverse form. Sorry, D upon V1. Here it will be D upon V2. Now you have to calculate average speed. Average speed will be total distance, that is 2D divided by D upon V1 plus D upon V2. Okay. Understood, Shreen?
yes sir.
Yeah, Shanmukha, very good.
Actually I made it complicated.
That's what we all do. Things are very simple, we make it complicated. In our real life also. Anyway, note it down. समझ रही हैं? आ रहा है समझ में? Can I proceed?
Yes, yes.
Everyone? चलें? चलिए. Do this then. A man covers three equal distances with a speed V1 comma V2 and V3. Okay. So find average speed. Very good. Everyone find it fast. After this, I will give you a good question from I.E. Irlov. Heard the name? Good. Nowadays, students don't know the name of Irlov and what to tell them.
And it's such a small book, but the questions are so.
It is beyond JEE advanced level. In our time, we used to study from Irlov. Okay, see, I am solving it. Don't waste your time. Very easy, same concept. D, D, D. V1, D, V1. D,
3D upon D upon V1 plus D upon V2 plus D upon V3.
So I think now you all can solve such questions, yes or no? No need to even touch the pen. You can just solve it just by looking at it. Okay. Right, Amir? Let's move ahead. Solve this question. A man covers half distance with speed v and remaining half with speed V1 and V2 for equal time interval. Find his average speed. Now let me see who can solve this. Understand the question, my dear. If you are able to understand the question, you will be able to solve it. Just you have to understand the question.
So 2D upon 2D upon D1 V1 plus D upon V1 plus D2.
थोड़ा वो सही से लग रहा है पास ही तेरा बस एक बहुत छोटी सी गलती है डियर, बहुत छोटा सा है बस। जहाँ तुमने डिनोमिनेटर में d अपॉन v1 प्लस v2 किया है वो एक्चुअली 2d अपॉन v1 प्लस v2 होगा, सॉरी 2 अपॉन v1 प्लस v2 होगा या 2d अपॉन v1 प्लस v2 कह लो, ट्वाइस होगा वो डिस्टेंस। सोचो तुमने कहा भाई, मैं कह रहा हूँ बस क्वेश्चन को समझो। वेरी गुड, जहाँ तक पहुँचे दैट्स ऑल्सो गुड. I understood तुम कहाँ कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो. See, when you are making time the subject, hello, टाइम को सब्जेक्ट बना रहे हो ना, तो कितना टाइम है वो पूरे डिस्टेंस का टाइम नहीं है, आधे के आधे का टाइम है, और वो 2 इक्वल टाइम में हो रहा है. तो जो टाइम सब्जेक्ट बना है, आधे डिस्टेंस का टी तुमने निकाला है, तो वो टी आधे डिस्टेंस के लिए नहीं है, वो आधे के आधे डिस्टेंस के लिए है. तो उस टी को जब 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो रिमेनिंग हाफ डिस्टेंस कवर होगा. Shivam, right? Good. You have brains. Okay, 1 more minute, then I will solve it. Shanmukha, you solve here. You can do it. Do it. Wait, I'm just going to drink the water. Okay, I am doing it. कहाँ तक हुआ आपका? आइए करते हैं. Oh, sorry. Let's do it. So first understand the question. A man covers half distance with speed v. My first advice, never take d upon 2. Always take d. It's in your hand. Huh? You can divide it accordingly. So let this distance be d and let this distance be also d. So for this distance, this half of the distance is covered with the speed v. Let the time taken to cover this distance is t1. So t1 will be d upon v. t1 will be d upon v. Understood? What about remaining half? We see remaining half is covered with 2 speeds V1 and V2, and for equal time interval. Now what is meaning of this? That V1 and V2 for equal time interval. Forget about distance. For example, if the man is moving for 5 minutes, here let's say time taken by man is 5 minutes. I am just giving you an example. So for 2.5 minutes he travelled with the speed of V1, and again for 2.5 minutes he travelled with the speed of V2. That's what the meaning is. Okay, everyone, are you getting me or not? Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Manal,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shireen and all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now please see, if I will multiply this V1 with the time, I will multiply this V1 with 2.5. So I will get the distance that body covered when he was moving with V1 speed, yes or no? Then I will multiply V2 with 2.5. So I will get the distance body will cover when he was moving with the speed V2. If I will add these two distances, so it will be equivalent to small t. Yes or no? So I will do the same thing. So for t time he was moving with the speed V1. Again for t time he was moving with the speed of V2. So V1 into t plus V2 into t will give me the total time, total distance d. This distance d. Taking t common, so t will be d upon V1 plus V2. Yes or no? That's the time. But my dear, what is this? This is the time when body is covering only half of the distance. It is not covering full distance. Full distance is covered in 2t time. So total time taken by the man to cover this remaining distance d is 2t. It is not t. Because he is moving for t and t. T and t. Then distance d is covered. So he is moving for 2t time. Yes or no? भाई 5 मिनट चला, 2.5 मिनट चला, फिर 2.5 मिनट. He moved for 2.5 minutes, then 2.5 minutes. So actually he is moving for 5 minutes. So total time here will be, for this half of the distance, total time will be 2t, which will be 2d upon V1 plus V2. Is this point clear or not? Hello? Everyone? Hey, speak girls.
So
Anjana,
can you please repeat?
yeah. Which point? What should I repeat? The
That is
entire.
half portion that we are covering the half distance.
I just gave you an example, my dear Shireen. That body was moving for 5 minutes. Okay. Now I told you that for 2.5 minutes body travelled with V1 speed, and again for 2.5 minutes body travelled with V2 speed. So Shireen, can you tell me what is the total time taken by the body to cover d distance? Body moved for 2.
D distance.
For cover this d distance, this half distance d.
Yes, sir.
What will be the total time? Body moved for 2.5 minutes with V1 speed. Again for 2.5 minutes.
That's 20.
Huh?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. What you did? You multiplied 2.5 with the 2, yes or no? You multiplied 2.5 with 2. Now,
Yeah.
in place of 2.5, I have taken t. I am saying body is moving with v1 speed for t time. Again with v2 speed for t time. So what is the total time now? Are you speaking? I can't hear you. It is showing green, but I cannot hear you. Shireen? There? Are you there? Understood or not? Okay, some problem with the mic. Now clear? Okay. Okay. So total time to cover this distance is 2. Fine. What is average speed? Average speed is total distance d plus d 2d divided by total time, that is d upon v, plus time taken to cover this half distance, that is 2t. That means 2d upon v1 plus v2. Is it clear or not? Note it down. Absolutely clear. So, was the question good or not? So that's the type of questions you should practice. Instead of solving 50 average questions, solve 2 good questions. It will open all your concepts. And time will also be saved. Done? Zoya, clear? Goranshi? Sure. Hey, why do you guys keep your bags? I won't take it away. You can keep it down, sit comfortably. Okay. After 1 or 2 days, racks will be there. You can keep your bags there also. Done?
Yes, sir.
Take your time, no problem. Now solve this question. I hope that one was clear to everyone.
Yes,
So, a bus covers half distance at speed v. And remaining half at speed v1 for 1/3 time and v2 for 2/3 time. So find average speed. Understand the question and then solve it. समझो भाई आप टोटल टाइम्स करेंगे Yes, Gauranshu. Not a question. Shivam, हुआ? Please understand, half of the distance is coming with some speed. Okay, take about whatever you call it, T1 is the time. Okay. Now, remaining distance is covered in 2 time slots. Suppose remaining distance is covered in 15 minutes. then for 5 minutes he is traveling with v1 speed, and for 10 minutes he is traveling with v2 speed. Okay, so what you have to do is, what will be the total time? Total time will be t, yes or no? Because here t has been subdivided into 1 upon 3 and 2 upon 3. Okay, so find the value of t. And who is calling me? Yeah, Shivam. Okay, yeah, you tell me.
यही देखा था ना
हाँ यही देखा है.
ऐसे
अच्छा ये t है.
हाँ ये टोटल वाला है और उसका 1/3 ये टोटल वाला मतलब ये वाला ये है ये
नहीं dear, something is wrong.
After that.
See here everyone. Anyone? Anjana, Shambhavi, Bhavika, Manal, Rajan. हाँ निकिता. ये पूरा सॉल्व कर दिया. हाँ very good. Exactly, very good. ये ना let me talk check. Yeah. V1 plus. Yeah, good. Very good. Nikita. No one. Shreen, Shanmukha, not even you.
Sir, I sent the answer, sir.
You have sent the answer. Where is it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that one. You have sent it 4 minutes back. Okay.
Yes, sir. And no, sir, I have sent a new one. 2v into v1 plus v2 by v1 plus 2v2 plus 3v.
Yeah. Don't send it in such resolved form. Okay, anyway, it is right. Good, Shanmukha.
Yes, sir.
Shivam, F2 butane. Anyway, D, T1, and what's the speed? V. So T1 will be T upon V, coming here, T upon 3 with V1 and 2 upon 3 T. Anyone who doesn't understand why I have taken 2 upon 3 T? If total time is T and he is traveling for 1/3 time, that means T minus T upon 3, so it comes out to be, it has happened with me, that is why I tell this also. Yeah, but then to someone asked me. So, fine.
Yes, sir.
Now I will find the distance. T upon 3 into V1 plus 2 upon 3 into V2. Okay, let me write it here. T upon 3 into V1 plus 2 upon 3T into V2. This will equal to D. Take the LCM. V1T plus 2V2T is equal to 3. So 3D, take T common from here. V1 plus 2V2. Right. Nothing, I just transferred 3 to the opposite side. D is here. So it became 3D. Then I took T common from the numerator. So I got V1 plus 2V2. So I transferred V1 plus 2V2 to the other side. What will be my average speed? Average speed will be the total distance divided by total time, that is T1 plus T. So D upon V plus 3D upon V1 plus 2V2. I hope this is clear. Clear or not? ये आंसर क्यों नहीं आ
मेरा
रहा है?
आंसर नहीं है, याद नहीं है। तो मैंने आपसे आधा पूछा था कि
My dear, you should have. I thought that this is the answer.
नहीं, मैंने पूछा था कि आधा है, मैं इसका
Yeah, then it is right. You have written it in this form.
हाँ, मैंने टाइम जैसे आपने
Okay.
यहाँ 2T किया था तो मैंने
Yeah, that's what it was looking too complex.
तो ये चीज़ ना तो उसके आगे मैंने सोचा ये गलत तो मैं आगे क्या करूँ।
Never trust me. Anyway, सही है. Simplified form में किया करो.
अब जैसे आपने पहले किया था उसके मैंने उसको एक्सप्रेशन में कर दिया।
सही है. So I hope such type of questions are now clear to you. So if you will, this is the ultimate limit. Not even in JEE Advanced, they can go beyond this in average speed and average velocity. You can try those little type of questions given in the books, but this is the max level. So I hope this is clear. Now I will see you in the next class. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.